Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, from one that shows the new inductees into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that sparked some interesting conversations on social media. Today we also have more that's come from the news that we covered in the last video, when Eminem became the first rapper to hit 100 million followers on Spotify. And boy, this has sparked commotion on social media as Hip Hop DX was finally bullied into reporting the news. And after they did, they were flooded by Kendrick Lamar fans who accused them of pushing fake news, and we'll expand on this in a moment. And today we also have more from Ye, who made some wild claims about creating the whole rage rap subgenre, and rapper Trippie Redd fired back at Ye for claiming to be the creator. And now we even got Humongous Shady, aka Dave Blunt, who decided to troll Trippie Redd for going off on Kanye West, and we'll get to this in a moment. And starting with the latest Rock Hall inductees, as you can see, Outkast is now inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and also Salt and Pepper. And if you saw the nominees, of course some users were quick to point out how someone's missing. Check it out. Why do they keep snubbing Mariah Carey? And while on one end it sparked reactions like, Warren Zevon died in 2003, he's just getting in, have some patience. But unfortunately for Mariah fans, some decided to troll with takes like, congrats to all inductees, oh, no Mariah 2 years in a row, face with hand over mouth emojis. And some users decided to indulge. Her fans wonder why she doesn't want to release a new album, because she knows damn well they never support her laughing emojis. And personally, I think if the Rock Hall had mentioned M, they would have taken the voting process seriously, as that's what usually gets attention online when he's mentioned alongside her name. And some have expanded. They cry a lot on Twitter, but are unable to support her music career, loudly crying emoji. But at least she's got Christmas to look forward to. That is more than enough consolation for Mariah. And moving on to the next point, Bad Meets Evil earned a new certification in the United Kingdom. Check it out. Bad Meets Evil Fastlane is now certified gold in the United Kingdom, and as it stands, they've earned 3 certifications in the United Kingdom, with Fastlane, Liars, and Hell the Sequel all certified gold. And moving on to the next point, Crash Out Kanye was back with some more bait for social media users, and this time he claimed to be the inventor of the rage rap subgenre. Check out a snippet.
Some of that shit is like not finished what you heard, but it's like, it's that rage. But for me, like, I invented rage, bro. Blood on the leaves. Blood on the leaves. Just take it back. I invented this whole rage shit. I invented first album that Trav worked on Don't Like, but he worked on Yeezus obviously. He was one of the main producers. So that's that. Yeezus is that energy. That's exactly. And in Paris. In Paris is the first time niggas is moshing. We got black people moshing. That was just some white boy shit.
And boy, Trippie Redd took it personal and took to social media to go off on Kanye West for claiming to be the creator of the subgenre.
Man, the inventors of the rage sound is me, X, Cardi, and Uzi. We paved the way. We popularized it. I'm not gonna let you old ass say you invented something that you ain't invent. You just need to take their pills, man. You need to be psychotic, like out of their fucking mind. Like, your old ass ain't invent shit. That's exactly why I ain't pull up on his old ass, cause he always just wanna put it beneath him and shit.
Now, I'm no rage rap connoisseur, but as far as I know, rappers who will qualify in this sound include Playboi Carti, Yeet, Ken Carson, and yes, Trippie Redd, Uzi, and even Destroy Lonely. And the signature sound is usually distorted 808s and a synth loop. And this has sparked reactions all over the place, as while some agree with Trippie Redd, some have put him on blast, as some have expanded, gone to the back of your head, name 5 Trippie Redd songs.
Flawless victory.
And on the topic of the rage subgenre, some have expanded. Rage was started by Kid Cudi. Kanye was around 808's time. Kanye is on record saying back then he wished Man on the Moon was his album. I believe his response to that energy is what gave us 808's. Travis Scott, X, Trippie, Uzi pushed the genre further but did not create it. And of course, this sparked debate because it is not entirely correct, as that doesn't qualify as what rage rap is today. And some have expanded. Bro, rage is a subgenre genre of rap, whole lot of red style music, not freaking Kid Cudi calling himself Mr. Rager. And yes, the subgenre was influenced by the likes of Kanye and even Lil Wayne, in my opinion, as while you may find it hard to believe, even songs like Drop the World featuring Eminem has got some signature sounds that would later make its way to what we know as rage today, but they can't take all the credit for creating the genre like Kanye just did, and some have now expanded. Trippie always finds a way to insert himself in conversations he's not in, but to be fair to him, he's in the conversation for rage rap. Not top of the list, but he's in the convo, and some have now expanded. He's 100% right, Kanye had little to no influence on rage. He did have influence on Travis Scott's sound, but that's more psychedelic trap than it is rage. But by extension, a lot of Travis's sound made its way into rage. However, some users aren't interested in the back and forths, as they put the whole subgenre on blast, and that trash music was literally a fad. It hurt rap, and anyone who used that style either quit doing it or became irrelevant. So clearly it is a lot of users who aren't fans of the sound. And before we get to Dave Blunt's trolling, some have concluded, not gonna lie, all of them dudes he named admitted to being influenced by Kanye. I get what he's saying, but Kanye definitely birthed that sound and they took it to another level. But I believe it is more along the lines of influence rather than being the inventor of the genre. And now we got Dave Blunt out here trolling with this on IG stories, as he posted this upon seeing the current conversation. There's the type of smile you have when you realize your second best friend is the inventor of rage music. And moving on to the next point, if you were with us for the last video, you know a lot of fans took to social media to voice their opinions of major hip-hop outlets ignoring the milestone when Eminem became the first rapper to cross 100 million followers on Spotify. And the conversation is still heated right now, as some have expanded with takes like, if this was Drake, Kendrick Lamar or Future, every hip-hop media outlet would be raving non-stop. But since it is Eminem, it is just another accolade on the pile, huh? Shake my head. Sad the way they treat rap's GOAT. And perhaps we found Dr. Umar's burner account, allegedly of course, as a user expanded with, Eminem is not the GOAT of rap, laughing emoji, he's the greatest guest though, no white person is the GOAT of black music, congrats though, which got this short and concise response, dude, please shut the F up. And we got to my favorite part when it comes to this conversation, as a user expanded with, seeing as that he has these accolades because of his complexion, well yes, are we supposed to be gagged? And these clowns kept going, be honest, do you think he'd have the numbers if he were black?
The answer is yes.
Maybe he would have more success.
It is funny because we see Drake, Kendrick and Jay-Z and all these other rappers doing very well for themselves and even breaking records, but as soon as it is M involved, suddenly here comes the drones to downplay his achievements. And some have expanded with, if he has these numbers just because he's white, why haven't any other white hip-hop acts in the genre's history sell even half as much as M? And we got another personal favorite. Eminem has literally said himself that being white made him more successful. Let's do the math. If I was black, I would have sold half. And if you've been with us for some time now, you know that we love to do the math. So even when we take the hypothetical situations that loves to pretend like it is not a lot of black successful artists in the United States, when we take the nonsense into consideration, we see that when we do the math, we get success at the level of Kanye West and Jay-Z. It is crazy that they never bother to do the hypothetical math that loves to pretend like Michael Jackson isn't the biggest solo artist of all time. And perhaps upon seeing dozens of social media users point out the radio silence from hip-hop media in general, Hip Hop DX finally decided to report the milestone. It goes, Eminem becomes the first rapper to hit 100 million followers on Spotify. So clearly in some cases, bullying is actually the solution. But you wouldn't believe how this was flooded, as we got dozens of posts like these. Cap, Dot is still the first and only rapper to hit this milestone. Hope that helps. And it is wild because it says it right there in the report that this is about followers and not monthly listeners, and some had to spell it out. It is not about monthly listeners, you dumbass. It is about followers. But these users didn't let the facts get in the way of how they feel, as we got another one, Cap, to which some have expanded. Bro can't read, heartbroken emoji. Followers doesn't mean monthly listeners. And even Hip Hop DX has been put on on blast for posting this fact, as some have expanded, lying for likes and digital hugs, thinking emoji, and I found the reactions to be hilarious because unlike like us, Kendrick literally rapped, "The audience not dumb, shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow," only for a lot of slow MFers to flood the reports, and some have now concluded Kendrick fans under this post lack from reading comprehension, as they continued to be relentless with posts like "Stop the cap, we know it is dot."
Boy.
And on the note of these fans being slow, some users have expanded, Kendrick fans act like the philosophers of the rap game, but this fact is beating your bums, huh? And personally, I'm shocked by the responses so far, and I'd prefer to chalk it down as bot responses, because it is no way that they can't see that it says "follow us" right there in the report. And some have concluded Kendrick fans are out here crying. These guys are really clowns. Kendrick fans were not this bold before the Drake feud, but to be honest, this is expected, as Kendrick gained a whole lot of new fans after beating Drake in the battle. Add that to the Super Bowl performance, and that explains the influx of casuals who struggle to tell the difference between followers and monthly listeners. And some users are impressed by this. Honestly, it is impressive how Kendrick says that his fans are not slow, but in reality, they can't even read. And like we already pointed out, these are the casuals who came in after the battle and after the Super Bowl. But that will be all for today, and I'll be looking forward to your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and see you on the next one.